So, Tommy, imagine you are playing a sport. You have a ball and you hit it against a wall. Just you and the wall. Bam, bam, bam.
Okay, that sounds like squash? Or maybe just practice?
Exactly. That is squash. You are playing by yourself. Now, imagine you are playing tennis. You hit the ball to me and I hit it back to you.
Okay, that is a conversation. A back and forth.
Precisely. And that is the #1 secret to passing the Trinity GESE Grade 5B1 exam. Many students go into the exam room and play squash. They memorize a speech and just talk at the examiner like a wall.
Ah, I see. And if they just give a speech, they fail?
They might not fail, but they won't get a high score. The examiner wants a game of tennis. They want a natural discussion. The exam is only 10 minutes long, but in those 10 minutes, you need to show you can handle a conversation, not just recite a script.
10 minutes doesn't sound very long, but when you are nervous, it feels like an hour.
Don't worry, the exam is split into 2 parts, the topic phase and the conversation phase. Today, we are going to teach you exactly how to hack the topic phase.
Hack the exam? I like the sound of that. Where do we start?
We start with your topic form. In this exam, you choose what to talk about for the first 5 minutes. But Tommy, most beginners make a huge mistake here.
They choose a boring topic?
No, they choose a general topic. For example, a student might choose football.
What is wrong with football? Everyone likes football.
It is too big. If you choose football, what do you talk about? Rules? History? Players? It is too vague. You need to be specific. Don't choose football. Choose my local football team's victory. Don't choose music. Choose my piano lessons.
I get it. If I choose my piano lessons, I can talk about my experience. It's personal.
Exactly. And when it is personal, it is easier to map it to the 6 key language requirements.
Wait. 6 key language requirements? That sounds scary.
It's not scary. It is just a checklist. To pass B1, you must show the examiner you can do 6 specific things with your words. If you plan your topic well, you can force these 6 things to happen naturally. Let's look at the first requirement, talking about the future.
Oh, that is easy. I will go to the shop. I am going to eat pizza.
It is a bit more subtle than that. The examiner wants to see 2 types of future. First, informing about future plans. This is a fact. For example, tomorrow I am going to practice the piano for 2 hours.
Okay, a solid plan. Next week, I am flying to Spain.
Perfect. But the second type is making predictions. This is about what you think or believe will happen. You usually use the word will or think.
Like, I think I will be a famous musician one day.
Yes! Do you see the difference? I am going to practice is a plan. I think I will be famous is a belief. You need to show both during your topic discussion.
So if my topic is my piano lessons, I could say, I have a lesson next Tuesday. That is the plan. And I think the teacher will be happy with me. That is the prediction.
10 points for Tommy. You just ticked the first box on the examiner's checklist. Now, let's move to the most difficult part for many beginners. The indefinite and recent past.
Oh no, past tense. I always mix up I went and I have gone.
You are not alone. But for the B1 test, you must understand the difference. We use the past simple when we know exactly when something happened. The time is defined.
Like, I practiced piano yesterday. Or, I bought my piano in 2010.
Exactly. Yesterday, in 2010, last week, specific times. But if the time is not specific, or if it happened recently and affects now, we use the present perfect.
That is the one with have, right?
Yes, I have practiced a lot. Do we know when? No, we just know it happened.
So I can say, I have learned 3 new songs.
Perfect. You don't say when you learn them, just that you have done it. In your exam, the examiner will listen for this switch. They want to hear you move from general to specific.
Can you give me an example of switching?
Sure, listen to this. I have played the piano for many years. General. In fact, I played a concert last month. Specific.
Oh, that flows really well. I have visited Italy many times. I went there last summer.
You've got it! That simple switch from have visited to went last summer tells the examiner you are a B1 level speaker. It is a magic key to passing. This leads perfectly into the third requirement, stating duration of events. The examiner wants to know how long something has been happening.
Okay, so I use the words for and since.
Yes, but be careful with the grammar. If the action is still happening now, we often use the continuous form. I have been doing.
I have been playing piano for 5 years.
Correct. Or using a starting point. I have been playing piano since 2019.
Can I say, I am playing piano for 5 years?
No, that is a very common mistake. I am playing means you are doing it right this second. If you talk about duration, about time passing, you must use the have been structure. I have been living here for 2 years, not I am living here for 2 years.
Okay, have been. I need to tattoo that on my hand.
Or just write it on your topic form. When you prepare your topic, make sure one of your points forces you to talk about time. For example, write down, my history with the instrument. This forces you to say, I have been playing since I was a child.
That is the strategic mapping you talked about.
Exactly. Don't hope the grammar happens by accident. Plan for it to happen. All right, we are halfway through the grammar checklist. Let's keep moving. Number 4 is expressing preferences.
I like this one. It's just saying what you like, right?
Not just what you like, but what you prefer over something else. You need to compare. Tommy, tell me, do you prefer coffee or tea?
Oh, easy. I prefer coffee than tea.
Nah, stop right there. That is the most common mistake students make. We never say prefer than.
We don't? But I hear people say better than.
Yes, better than is correct, but the verb prefer has its own special rule. We say, I prefer coffee to tea.
I prefer coffee to tea. That sounds fancy.
It is correct. Or if you want to use the ing form, you can say, I prefer drinking coffee to drinking tea.
OK, let me try with my piano topic. I prefer playing classical music to playing jazz.
Perfect! You just nailed the preference requirement. In the exam, the examiner might ask, do you like online lessons? Don't just say no. Use the grammar. You can say, no, I prefer face-to-face lessons to online lessons. This connects directly to requirement number 5, giving reasons.
Because I said so?
Almost. You need to explain why you have an opinion. The magic word here is because.
Lucy, because is a baby word. Everyone knows because.
Everyone knows it. But under pressure, many students forget to use it. They give short answers. Examiner, why do you like the piano? Student, it is nice.
That is a boring answer.
Exactly. To pass B1, you must extend your sentence. I like the piano because it relaxes me after a hard day.
Ah, so I need to link the opinion to the reason.
Yes. A good trick is to imagine the examiner is a curious child who always asks, why? Every time you say an opinion, automatically add a because clause. And finally, the 6th requirement, quantifying.
Quantifying? That sounds like math.
It just means talking about how many or how much. You need to use words like a lot of, many, some, a few, or none.
OK, so I have many music books. I know a lot of songs.
Yes, it sounds simple, but you need to practice it so it comes out naturally. Here is a fun way to practice at home. Go to your kitchen and open the fridge.
Open the fridge? Why?
Talk to the food. Describe what you see using quantifiers. There are a lot of eggs. There is some milk. There are no apples.
My family will think I am crazy talking to the eggs.
Maybe, but you will pass your exam. You can also do it with your wardrobe. I have too many socks. I have a few hats.
OK, I will talk to my socks tonight. I promise.
Okay, Tommy, we have covered the grammar. But remember what we said at the beginning.
Tennis, not squash.
Yes, the exam is a discussion. You are not a robot delivering a speech. If you memorize a script and read it from your memory, your voice goes flat. You sound like a machine.
My topic is piano. I like piano.
Exactly. Don't do that. And the best way to prove it is a conversation. Ask the examiner questions.
I can ask them questions. I thought they were the boss.
They are the boss, but they want to talk with you. If you are talking about music, ask them, do you play an instrument? If you are talking about holidays, ask, have you ever been to Spain?
That buys me time too. While they answer, I can relax for a second.
Exactly. It makes the exam feel friendly. It breaks the tension.
But Lucy, what if I freeze? What if my mind goes blank? That is my biggest fear. I forget a word and I panic.
That happens to everyone, even native speakers. We have survival techniques for this. First, don't stay silent. Silence is awkward. Use filler phrases to buy time.
Like what?
You can say, let me think, or that is a good question, or how do I say this?
Let me think. Surely I know this word.
Yes, it keeps the English flowing. And if you really forget a word, describe it.
Describe it?
Imagine you forget the word for trumpet. You can say, it is a musical instrument. It is metal and gold. You blow into it.
And the examiner will understand.
Exactly. They might even help you and say, a trumpet? And that shows good communication skills. You didn't give up. You explained.
That makes me feel much better. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to keep communicating.
That is the spirit of B1. So, let's recap the strategy for passing the B1 test easily. 1. Choose a specific topic, not a general one. 2. Treat the exam like tennis, not squash. Engage the examiner.
3. Use the 6 grammar keys: future, past, duration, preferences, reasons, and quantifiers.
And 4. Don't panic. If you get stuck, use your survival phrases.
I feel ready. I am going to go talk to my fridge about grammar now.
Good luck with the eggs, Tommy. To all our listeners, passing the B1 exam is possible. You just need to prepare the right way.
And don't worry, we will make more videos about the B1 English test to help you pass. We are in this together. Remember to subscribe so you never miss a lesson. Until next time, keep practicing and keep growing.